upgrade your plan to replace water. They're putting a watermark on my video. Fuck. What the fuck? Jesus. So I was about 10 minutes in and I found out I wasn't up. I wasn't live. Oh, customized logo. Oh, okay. No, I don't want to. I don't want to upgrade. Fuck that. So, relevance, update, and boom. And I'm still not live. What the fuck? You know? Maybe I go to my account. Maybe it'll show something different. Your channel. There it is. Okay. Go to my account. Maybe it'll show something different. All right. I got to get something here real quick. It's right here. Got me. You walking through the Matasaki Square or whatever it is. That's the main tourist area in town here, and you get a whiff of something that is just incredible and God, you know, and you can't resist it. Look at that bugger. Look at these beautiful strawberries. Oh, they are they're very delicious. Mm-hmm. And I asked them, but I asked them if they had any of the, the chocolate dip. They didn't. He didn't have the chocolate dip. No, Trello. Very good. There's no little bruise spots on them or white spots or anything. They're just beautiful, very fragrant strawberries. Watch one of them bastards go live over me again. You know, Troy, he said, I want to see, when you get more pictures, I want to see them. And what's he do? An hour after I start streaming, he streams over me. No salvation for Troy. No salvation for Street. No salvation for Trusted. And actually, I was the first one to have Trusted on YouTube. Because he had that name Trusted, and it's like, oh, maybe he's somebody. No, he's nobody important. You know, maybe Street should open his own brothel and just be a pimp. You know, he's a whoremonger. He can't get in bed with a normal woman. He can't get it normal. He has to go pay somebody who swallowed from 10 other guys just previous to him. You know, guys probably had so many STDs. You know, God, I've never, ever paid for sex. You know, just regular dates, you know, pay for dinner. That's not paying. Yeah, that's just having a date. It's not, you know. Okay. I did have a girlfriend in Florida that turned into a hoe. All of a sudden, she knew a lot of guys named John. So I've been trying 3 days to live stream on Zoom, with Zoom on YouTube, and it keeps doing this thing. It can't. Oh, we can't verify it's you. Oh, let's do step. Let's send a message to your. My phone says, "Is this you?" I say, "Yes, it's me." And then it says, "Hold on while we verify." And the thing circle, 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 and then it says, "Your phone has no pass keys." Okay, try again. Try again. Your phone has no pass keys. It says, "Open a Google app." The Google app on your phone, and then it says, "Cannot connect to Google," but I can watch YouTube on it. A same phone. I can use Facebook, everything else. It's so ridiculous. I think one of the qualifications be a software developer. You have a stupid, ignorant, and stuff. I mean, the level of security, all these two-step verification. You know what? I'd rather have my username and password back. Just username and password. And why the fuck I should be able to throw my phone in the toilet and go live on my computer without asking my phone. Right now it's plugged in USB to the phone. And the phone is, "I can't find your computer." It's like, you stupid fucking Google. Stupid Samsung. But I got my ticket to go to Delphi tomorrow. I'm going to go to the Oracle. I want to see the rock that Cronus threw up before he threw up his other children, Zeus and whatever. Now, where does Kronos fit in? I'm kind of, it's like, I thought it was Uranus. I thought it was Uranus. Let's see what's going on here. Why? And then it's not there. Oh, that's because the 4 that are watching are subscribers. The 4 who are watching are subscribers. I only had Fenn's name in the about thing. Hey, Amy, I'm going to be in Atlanta next Wednesday for 4 hours. I'm enjoy these lovely strawberries. Got a box of them. Now I was walking by. You smell them. You smell it when you smell the strawberries 30 feet away. You got to eat some of those. No, I'm only going to be there for a layover, Amy. I have my flight goes from Athens to Atlanta, so it goes from the origin of the story of Atlantis to Atlanta, which Atlanta is pretty close to being Atlantis. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I should have grabbed them sugar packets at the cafe. Hey, MJ. I can smell them 20 feet away. You can smell the strawberries down at the square 20 feet away. They are perfect strawberries. They're no bruises. And they're yummy. And I go to Delphi tomorrow, so I can't use my Zoom. And I'm going to tell Zoom if they don't fix their logging into YouTube part, then I want my money back for the remainder of my subscription for the year. And I'll take them to court if I have to. They make this security shit like they're protecting the CIA. No, I get for the CIA for their level of security. I don't need that kind of level of security, and I don't want to have to verify anything with my phone. I just want a username and password. Boom. I don't want any of these extra 2-step and 3-step, 4-step. Pretty soon it'll be 5-step. And, my computer knows my fingerprint. That ain't enough. If I'm on if I'm trying to log in to using Zoom to go on live stream on YouTube, why doesn't it just say, put your fingerprint over the scanner? Boom, done. Why ask my phone for permission? It's right here, and it is plugged into the computer, and the computer sends a message to the phone that it has found that somebody is trying to log into my YouTube account. The computer and the phone comes up and it says, somebody's trying to log in. Is that you? And I click yes. And then it says, oh, you don't have any pass keys on your phone. And so you can't go live on your computer. Yet here I am on Restream going live with YouTube on my computer without the bullshit. So therefore, Zoom has no excuse, and they should refund my money, the remainder of my unused portion of the year that I paid for. Yeah, it's none of their business. And on the Passenger concert, I'm trying to, because I already tried to stream early and it wasn't on, and I had to start over. I had 10 minutes. I already discussed this, but I wasn't live. And anyhow, there are two companies. One company printed the original ticket. Another company, the one I got my ticket from, was a reseller because the concert was sold out, and the only tickets they had were the ones that that decided they didn't want to go and wanted to sell their ticket. Supposedly. There's probably 40 copies of my ticket out there, and there's probably 5,000 tickets for that concert for a place that only holds 1,200 people. So the ticket scalper company that I got my ticket from said, oh, that ticket will be good for the October 25th concert. This is a sold out concert. Taking that there are 1,200 people with tickets that are supposedly that are good for the October 22nd concert. And then I go to Passenger's website. He has the new date for the concert for October 22nd and a link to get tickets. And you go there and they're selling another set of tickets So obviously, if they're selling new tickets for the October 25th date, the people who legally had tickets for the show last night that got rescheduled, they call it. I think it was canceled and rescheduled, totally redone. So these tickets are no good because the ticket scalper, oh, well, you could list it for sale on our website. Okay. I paid $81.66, so like $82. And to list it for sale, they charge $8. So to get my money back, I'd have to charge $90. But the other thing is, if I listed it for sale and that ticket is no good, then they say, oh, well, you're committing fraud. No, I'm not going to go that route. So I've got the phone number. Before I leave here, I got to get a hold of the original ticket company, the original promoters or whoever they are, and ask them if the people with the April 5th tickets were refunded. If that was canceled and this is a new thing. And if so, then I get a hold of Viagogo and I say again, I let them know your ticket, the ticket I have, the company that printed that ticket told me that it is no good. They, the guy's name that's on it, he probably got a refund, but I didn't get my refund. They need it so that maybe only you should only be able to sell the ticket a second time through the original company that sold the ticket. That way they can verify that it is valid and it's the only one out there with that number on it. Yeah. But so if they refuse still to refund me, then all I have to do is go to my bank and file a claim with them and Visa will go and grab it back from them. They'll refund me and they'll prosecute them. But if that is also true, I purchased the ticket when I lived in Colorado. The company is in New York. I think they might have an office in Los Angeles too. I don't know. But they got one in London and Germany and they got offices around the world. And they're a bunch of fraudsters. And so I'll report it to the Attorney General of Colorado. But then my bank is in Oregon. So I can report it to the Attorney General of Oregon too. And I can report it to the Department of Justice. Or maybe just report it to the FBI. That's what they're supposed to do. Investigate crime, isn't it? Aren't they supposed to be investigating crimes? But they don't. They let criminals go. Pinky up. Oh, when I'm eating my strawberries. Yeah, I've killed a few of them. Things getting lower. I brought them up. I rinsed them out in the sink. Oop, I was dripping, still dripping water. I had pizza for lunch. I had I stopped at one shop down the road on the way home and picked up a Fanta, bottle of Fanta, orange soda. And it was kind of tangy, spicy when I drank it. And I had a headache and wasn't feeling good, gut ache. And so I poured the rest of the bottle out this morning. I don't want to touch that. And because you see, that orange soda, if it sat there for 2 years, it started fermenting. um, no, all I have to do is call and make a report. And as your blue, I'm not going to let them get away with it. Too many. The reason they were able to do that to me, other people let them get away with it. It's not the 82. It's not my $82. It's the $82 times 50,000 other people that they've ripped off. And nobody, everybody, I don't know why the fuck Visa doesn't go after because it's on people's credit cards all the time. No, they don't get away with it. I'm on Restream. I can have the chat right here. Where is it? There it is. Oh. I'll get that off my screen. Private chat. Or is it orientation? I haven't used Restream for a while, so QR code chat right there. There we go. They should care. They should care. Because this is a corporation screwing thousands of people. I heard they had there was a woman that went and bought a ticket. She had a ticket. And they were going to charge her like me, like $80 for a $29 concert. And she went to the Ticketmaster and bought the exact same seats for like $20-something. And then the other ticket goes, somebody else bought it. It's like, yeah, it was her. It was the woman that was originally looking at it, So yeah, they're totally up to fraud. They will go buy. They want once they have your money, then they purchase a ticket and give it to you, or something. And some of them they just print mass. They get one ticket and they make 40, 50 copies. So that's criminal. And all the people and all the bullshit. People travel to go to a concert. Some people travel to go to a concert. You plan. Oh, I'm going to be there this month, and like I did. I looked up what concerts are there while I'm there, and I got a ticket to see them at the Gagarin Music Space. So I didn't get to take my trip into space yet. Yeah. It's my debit card. Yeah, my bank will take care of it. But one step the bank does is that I got to get, they issue a new credit number, a new card, new debit card with a new number to keep the fraudsters from getting back in at you. Yeah, I've heard of some people with this company, they get their money, the credit card company refund their money, and they take it again. I better not eat too many strawberries tonight. I got to ride on a bus tomorrow, 2.5 hours each way to go to Delphi. They picked me up 3 hotels down. And it says Bill and Jack, but Jack is with my sister. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're Those guys don't. They don't have a clue. And Troy's well, we're not going to focus on anybody's solution. But the wheel is the wheel, the wheel, the wheel, the wheel, the wheel. I guess they had a train crash here too, just recently. A lot of people killed, and it's all the same deep state operatives doing this shit. Yeah, Delphi. It gonna be a freaking cool ride. It was like $79 for the trip there and I don't know if it has a tour or if you just get there and go wild and just have to meet back at the bus at a certain time. What if you're not back, do they leave you there? That would suck because they didn't come back till Monday. I don't know if they'll be there. It was Monday, Sunday is Easter, right? Yeah, I got this. Where is it? The one day Delphi. One day Delphi departures Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So I'm going on the Friday one, and you can pay $14 and it includes a lunch at a restaurant. But I thought I might just get a cold sandwich and bring a bag lunch. And I asked him, I said, well, can't I just buy my lunch at the restaurant when I get there? Yeah, it said, yeah, you can do that. So if I don't have time or forget to get a sandwich, and I got my found something for my grandson. So I got something for the granddaughters and something for my grandson, and I got me a little. Where is he? I got a little Ares warrior figure, like $10. $10 for Ares, the god of war. My astrological sign is the god of war. And these guys are challenging me. No, the god of war is they cannot cancel me. They can't cancel me, my solution. What's going to happen is in the end, they're the ones that they're going to be. Hey, wrap them in the bubble wrap. I got my God of War here. I can wrap them back up when I pack. So I got my carry-on bag, and I have one shopping bag. Because you can carry like a purse or something. I'm going to put. You're allowed that, I believe, for carry-on. So I got Aries. And you can get the helmets here. They're plastic. They don't have the brush thing. They just have a plastic fin on them. They're like $10. Ooh, look at this. His spear comes out. This Aries, god of war, my astrological sign. The shield. That's a pretty cool one too. I might go back and get the. They have a one of Lee Alexander, whatever, the Aries, the Ram, yeah, grandbabies, yes. all 5. 4 queens and an ace. Yeah. I did wrap him back up, put him in my bag of goodies and bring back. I'm wondering if I'm gonna get charged anything for what do they? Is there if you have over this much, then you have to pay the duty or what? I don't know. I don't know how all that works, but I didn't get so much that there should be any duty fees, really. I think maybe I spent $400 on souvenirs. Oh, X-ray my bag. Look, there's a warrior got a spear. Can you imagine if they took the spear? That's ridiculous. He's all wrapped up in plastic. You know, yeah, the trilogy of terror, right? Oh yeah, I did get something else. It's right here. That's something for me. This is cool. This thing. They're altered. It's 925 silver, and half of them are gold plated. You know, nice. Look close up. Hold it. Yeah, and that's the symbol of Greece. Yeah. Zeus wasn't a very friendly guy. He was swallowing his children too, like Kronos. Mm-hmm. Yeah. um, what the Jack Stoof remembrance of Forrest Fenn. Very important. Forrest Fenn wrote that. Jack Stoof didn't write it. Pam Shetron knows that Forrest Fenn wrote it. And there's a, oh no, she doesn't know the shit. No, she got it from Forrest, and it was written long before there was a Jack Stoof. Why is that? No. They battled. Because Zeus was an asshole. Zeus was an asshole. But they had these other tours. Where's the thing? There it is. Yeah, they had there's a 3-island cruise on Blue Star ferries. It's like $110. I can still do that, like next week, Monday or Tuesday. Wow. They have the double-decker bus that goes to Delphi, but that's $100. And they have the Blue Star ferries. I took a picture of one from up on the mountain, from up on the Acropolis out in the ocean. The ocean's maybe 5 miles. Athens sightseeing with Acropolis. a lot of this stuff in Athens. Oh, and the pictures I had yesterday, that one other temple that I got pictured was the Temple of Zeus. It's the one with the scaffolding all around it and a couple of columns just standing out there all alone, and the columns that were laying down. That was the Temple of Zeus. Classical tour, Athens sightseeing with Acropolis Museum, departures, $475. I walked, and you know what it cost me? $25. $25. Don't pay the $475. Pay the $25. Walk. I'm in better shape for the walking I did here. Raven, last favorite child. Maybe he thought he was. Zeus. Yeah, Hyperion. What he? Hyperion's brother, right? And so the Cilia. And you see the son of they say Kronos, they say Uranus. So Kronos, Uranus, I don't know. I have to it's draw a family tree and the multiple. Oh, he's this and that. He had multiple. Maybe who's adopted by Kronos. I don't know. But I just wanted to update everybody. Oh, and did you see J.K. Pioneer? Gorman's complaining in another country. What do you do when you're ripped off, JK? When someone steals $80 from you, do you complain or do you, oh, well, you know? Yeah, JK's a wiener. Redneck Express is a good guy. JK Pioneer is a jackass. And I think, post find, I think any live streams post award of the award, anybody that wants to be in the stream will have to go by their real name. And anybody that wants to be on a panel would have to go by their real name. A retry. But I just wanted to give some updates, and I don't know what time is it there. It's 6:46 here, so it's 10:46 in Colorado. So that window's gonna turn dark here soon. There's a bunch of pigeons out there, and I'm on the 6th floor. I was feeding some pigeons, and I was walking back with my strawberries, and there's a woman on this side of the begging and whatever, and I pulled the straw, gave her a strawberry. There, you got a strawberry. It's better than a raspberry. This Hard Rock Cafe shirt. The stream yesterday, maybe in a week or so after I get back, I might make it live again. It was just a little punishment for Troy. He wanted to see that, and since he live streamed over me, I after I was finished streaming, I put it on private. Oh, I did get something else too today, but it was only $2. $2. It's a replica of the Athena coin. She's 3D, huh? And it has on the back. AOE. It's the wise owl. This is where the wise owl originated. I don't know what it's made of. For $2, it can't be silver. Mm. She was his older sister. Yeah. Yeah, but they married their sisters too. It's ridiculous. The rock that Kronos supposedly threw up is like 10 feet by 6 feet. I don't know. I've seen pictures. I haven't been, it might be bigger. It might be smaller. But it is huge, and no way anybody swallowed that rock and heaved it up. But yeah, just giving an update, let you know the concert thing. And did you see those guys on Candy Stream attacking me? My God, I'm just in the chat, and all I'm saying is, oh, sounds like hypocrisy and stuff. And they're making rude comments about, you know, dicks and butts and just sick fuckers that all they don't have anything that they can really throw at me, any real complaint, anything anything real to discredit me. And so they make up the bullshit. If anybody, oh yeah, trusted, people afraid of the gay. Well, oh, you're not. Yeah, he enjoys them. No, I only sleep with women. I don't do dudes. Like I used to say, well, why would I want to play with your dick? I have my own. I got my own. I'm not interested. That's why, men and women are different. So, yeah, I'm curious. Something I don't have. I got something you don't have, and you got something I don't have. It's equal, and pleasure for both, whatever. But I don't go into the details, like gross details like Street. We don't need to know that information, Street. You're just a slime ball. Go out and fuck yourself another hoe, you piece of shit. Why don't you tell us about all the STDs you got in the Philippines? It's in your Navy record. They are smart, and I think they are also, but they're it's always someone smart. Yeah, that's smart. You see, because Forrest, who was it that was bringing up patience and stuff? Patient. I was Granny, I think, bringing up the patience and be patient. Be patient. It's worth the cold. The cold is the cold hand, the long wait, the wait for the conclusion. And the omegas definitely are about the alphas. And the omegas and the alphas came from right here, right here in this city. And no, they think they're smart. They pretend to be smart, but they're really stupid. And like, what was it? Street was saying about coddling. Well, coddling, that's some kind of gay sex thing or something. I'll tell you what coddling is. Coddling. Is it there? Coddling. To treat someone in an indulgent or overprotective way. That means they are hugging each other. It's like, Street's Lucky Pierre. Lucky Pierre is the middleman in a three-man butt fuck. Yeah, we could show that one. Yeah, we'll let Treasure Pound put it straight. Lucky Pierre is the middleman in a three-man butt fuck. Yeah, that's Street. He's Lucky Pierre. And uh, Greg's on there. He's up there coddling them too, and they're all coddling each other, and it's so happy. I would rather be alone than to be in their little thing they got going. Um, yeah, Greg, you don't stand up for me. You allow them to do this, and that's what makes you. Um, that's what puts you on my shit list. Same with I don't know if Luli finally maybe said, "Hell with these gross bastards" last night. You know, but that's one thing Luli maybe doesn't understand is that I don't I don't care for her respect for them. uh, People that act that way and try and they make up shit and try and smear false rumors about people that are completely false. Uh, People do that because they are jealous. They are totally jealous. They are totally, well, we don't have anything. We got this is all we have. This is all we have to throw at them, and they're just scum. You're a scumbag, Street. Yeah. Yeah. I won't even mention those parts. It's not it's not appropriate for a treasure hunt. It's not a kid's treasure hunt, but it's not appropriate. Those are things you talk about in private with other people, with your partner or whatever. You don't make a YouTube show out about it. It just shows that's where his intelligence lies. His intelligence lies between his thighs. Like some of the statues here, they're missing their head. Some are missing both heads, like Street. His wife sold that too. Who? Fenn's wife? Oh no, dude, sex toys. Yeah, and most guys know that probably half the women out there have a suitcase full of toys. Greek 10-year journey. We have to start calling it Odysseus. Yeah. I got pictures. I showed pictures yesterday of the trident, the snake. The trident, it looks like a snake, but the trident was a woman. It was a female goddess. That was um, she was doing Poseidon too, and Poseidon married. I thought Poseidon married Medusa too, because Poseidon is the guy who raped Medusa in the Parthenon, and that's why he was expelled and whatever, because it was the temple of the Virgin, and you don't do that in the temple of the Virgin. Sam, I am. Hey, Sam. That Chicago cardster Sam, gambling Sam. We can find peace one day. Yeah, it'll come to an end here sometime. You know, when McCracken filed his appeal last September, the appeals court, the upper court, told the court, the municipal court, where the probate hearings were, to supply a transcript of the hearings and on a CD. Well, they didn't supply that transcript until late February. So they've had it 2 months. The Superior Court's had it 2 months, and there should be a ruling sometime soon, because it's been more than 6 months. I don't think it should take a year. Hey, Sam, you know what? Bye-bye. Yeah. Sam, what are you jealous of? Yeah, I don't need any of those people. I don't need them in my life. I don't want them in my life. I don't need them in my life. I wasn't even in their chat, and I was mentioned throughout the show, throughout their stream. Is Bill Gorman, Bill Gorman, Bill Gorman. Boy, they got a lot of hate in them, don't they? And it's because they're jealous that Bill Gorman is successful and they are not. Bill Gorman is over in Greece having a great time. Yeah. There's a replica of the Parthenon in Nashville. I've seen it. I had a job to do. I set up the computer network for the American Arbitration Association in Nashville. And the picture I have of my great-great-grandfather in the Civil War, with a guy named Daniel Hall, Hull. That Daniel Hall was killed in Nashville, and he's buried in the National Cemetery there. It was my great-great-grandmother's first cousin. So my great-great-grandfather was in the Civil War with the first cousin of his future wife. So I think she knew he was served with her cousin and stuff. And so he maybe, gave the news to the fan. I don't know how all that worked. I can imagine. But a lot of their things, my thought, he lost in thought. Yeah, he doesn't have any thoughts. I'm not lost in thoughts. My thoughts are clear that where warm waters halt, the bottom of the world's deepest hot springs, Pagosa Springs, put in Treasures Bold is below the home of Brown. And that is Treasure, Colorado, is boldly printed on the map below the home of David Jennings Brown, Bootjack's Ranch, 3,500 acres, a guy who had $1.5 million worth of bronze. And if you're in Pagosa Springs, go get your bronze in Santa Fe. Okay. It's too clear. The gypsies are across the road. That's where you put in, because you start seeing the art on the bluffs up above. And the gypsies are up above on the bluff. And also the warm waters halts in Pagosa Springs, because that's where the guy lived that made the BB gun that killed the birds. And their warm waters halted when he shot them with BBs, which are bullets. It's Fred Harmon. Fred Harmon's house. And there's a gypsy wagon on Highway 160 in front of the Fred Harmon house. And if you don't look into that, I don't need to verify that because he's wrong. Well, it's true, you know. And so then from put in below Loma Brown, from there it's no place for the meek. You're going up Wolf Creek Pass, and Wolf Creek, there's probably 100 waterfalls coming down that mountain from Wolf Creek Pass. And the road goes up there. C.W. McCall has a song called Wolf Creek Pass, and it is the treasure hunt path in reverse. You're going the other way. And even C.W. McCall, he's got a part about going through the tunnel. Well, the tunnel's on the east side, not the west side. You know, it's after the hairpin curve. There was no tunnel after the hair. On the west side, there's no tunnels. On the east side, there is a tunnel. I don't know if it was there when C.W. McCall did that song, but I think C.W. just recently died too. And so you're going up. From there is no place for the meek. There be no paddle up your creek. That's the waterfalls. Just heavy loads and water high. The heavy loads are the ski lifts, the 4 quad chairs at Wolf Creek ski area, and the water high. He said it's below 10,200 feet. At 10,200 feet is the level of Alberta Park Reservoir. Alberta is why he wanted Canada on the map. And so Alberta means noble and bright. That's a blaze, like what's right behind me. I'm trying to block it with my head. and so it's somewhat of a blaze. There are many blazes along the gypsies are a blaze. Blazes are signs. And that's why these are blazes. They're hand signs. They're blazes. Just like that's a blaze. And that's a blaze, okay? But the rock formation I had was 2 thin stacks of rocks in an alpha fire hearth like thing with red ochre over it to make it look like fire. Be ignorant as you like. It doesn't make me wrong. It's saying that idiot Sam calling me the jealous. No, they are. You know. I am just standing up for myself. I am defending myself from these attackers. I am solely just defending myself. And you don't feel that I have a right to defend myself? The God of War? San Juan River. The San Juan is the St. John. Okay, so it's biblical, and I live in between the St. John Mountains and the Blood of Christ Mountains. Even there's something they were showing us. There's something that look, San Diego de Cristos. That's the blood of Christ. Oh, they have. I'm going to go. They got Easter Sunday here, and the church is here. I'm going to look up and see if there's a parade on Sunday to get some of that. They don't want to hear Moses, but hearing Lost in Thought is ridiculous. Yeah, Lost in Thought. He didn't figure it out. He's telling you I was lost. I couldn't figure it out. I was fucking lost in thought. I'm not lost in thought. My thoughts are clear and precise. From where warm waters halt, I'm at waters high, heavy loads and water high, ski lifts, lake, and then below that, what is tired and weak? What's another word for being tired and weak? Tuckered. Tuckered. The dog Tucker, his granddaughter's dog, or was what? Who? I can't. His granddaughter's dog, I think it was named Tucker. And at Tucker Ponds, below Alberta Park Reservoir, is the word wood. As I have passed this veil, the word wood is written right over Pass Creek. And after the wood is the waterfall. The car was in the D of the word wood. He said he was sitting on a seat cushion in the back of the car when they crashed in the creek. The seat cushion springs were there too. They don't have that. They don't have that. 9 Mile Hole doesn't have that. Jack Stoof doesn't have that. Jack Stoof didn't write the remembrance. Forrest Fenn wrote the remembrance. And that's how I know, because things he says twice, he talks about quotes twice. And what does he quote? Magic Bullet Blaze. Besides about him being eccentric, but, and then Ralph Lauren, he wouldn't sell Ralph Lauren a war bonnet, an Indian war bonnet, a headdress. And what is the bonnet of a car, especially Mario? You know what a bonnet is. And Paul, you know what a bonnet is, but you can't get behind Bill. The bonnet is the front of the car. The cowl is the front of the car. It has a bullet hole through it, just like his F-100 that crashed and landed, and the back half of the plane got torn off. Well, the back half of the car is gone too. So it's just a part of a car. Yeah, the back half got torn off, idiot. So he said to take it. Just take it. And I took it. Go in peace. I tried to go in peace, but I got people stabbing me in the back. And I'm not the kind of person that lets people stab me in the back and get away with it. Nikki, week, tired and weak is Tucker Ponds. And so in early 2017, I was in Quartzsite, Arizona, and they have the camp host companies, the companies that hire the camp hosts for the different national forest campgrounds and national park campgrounds and all that. They have the different companies. And like the company I went to work for was Scenic Canyons. Scenic Canyons Recreational Services. What was the movie The Game? Consumer Recreational Services. Okay. So I got a job with Scenic Canyons in January of 2017 to be the camp host of 17 campsites at Tucker Ponds. Yeah. At Tucker Ponds. I was a camp host, supposed to be the camp host at Tucker Ponds, but I wasn't supposed to start until mid-June, because I was going to start because that road to Tucker Ponds doesn't open sometimes till July. They have to, because after the snow melts, the road's too muddy to drive on. So they have to wait for the mud to harden and be better for driving. And so before Memorial Day, the guy who was the lead camp host called me and says, "When can you get up here? We don't have anybody for big meadows." Forrest Fenn talked about the 300-foot meadows. Of belly high grass. And at Big Meadows, there is the snowmobile guys told me that there's a the inlet to the lake comes up out of the ground, and that is never frozen. It's warm water there. It fills that lake. And it's interesting, but I don't think you had to go there. And so I was a camp host of 46 campsites or 47, something like that. And it paid twice as much. And um, but somebody there tried to sabotage my RV. And I luckily caught it before the engine blew up. They pulled the oil filler hose off the engine. So when you're in the front of the RV, there's a tube that goes from under the front of it's like a bus thing, You don't see the engine, you see the front of the radiator, and the oil filler thing is just in the front. You don't see the engine, but the tubes go back to. So what he did, he reached in, he pulled it off the engine. And so when I put oil in, it just went on the ground. So he was causing pollution also by doing that. And so I didn't want to work another year with him. I don't care for accounting and bookkeeping. And that was a big part of every Sunday you had to tally up the week's receipts for the campground. And there were people steal firewood, and because they had a, what do they call it? A honor system, where there's just a can by the pile of wood, and you take your pile of wood and you put your $5 in, but so after that is after the wood where the Model A cowl was, is it goes there's a spot in the creek. The creek is only ankle deep, but there's a spot. It's about the size of a bathtub, and it's 3 feet deep, and it's like a hot tub, and it's waist high. And I went skinny dipping in it, but I had my camera set up so it was so it only showed my legs when I was walking up to it. And just when I got to it, my feet slipped and went in the hole, and I landed on my ass right on the edge of the bathing hole there. And it's river bathing is best. But more pics of grease. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to Delphi tomorrow. The pictures I showed yesterday, I will, and about a week from today, probably release them, put them back online, take them out of the private and make them public. Skippy had a Model B, but his father had a Model A. It's where my father parked his car. It's where my car will be parked at the museum. It wasn't about the park. It was about the car. And Ralph Lauren, you can't take that you can't take it with you. Well, Ralph Lauren, what are you going to do with your $350 million in cars? The car is a status symbol. That whole box of gold, drop in the bucket compared to the $350 million in cars. Forrest wouldn't wear any ties. Ralph Lauren got his start making ties, selling ties was his and Kiwi. Sorry, but you hang out with the wrong crowd, dude. That's not your type, and you know that. Yeah, I'm wearing my Yellowstone coat and my Hard Rock Cafe, and we got a 33, 34 waist. I've been doing some things right. Not a fat ass like Troy. He tries. When he wants some information, he'll be a little bit nice when he wants some information, but then he comes back and stabs you in the back again. Oh, I want to see when you get more pictures, Bill. I want to see them. Well, why'd you stream over it then, idiot? Could have asked. You could have come in and talked about them with me. You didn't have to be an asshole and stream over me. I go online and I say, oh, nobody's streaming. I'm going to go stream. Hour later, Troy's, oh, well, I had a schedule. No, you didn't have a schedule. You had a schedule. Nobody else was aware of your schedule. Like right now, you see, is that window is getting a little darker. Yeah, sun's starting to head down. Probably 7:30. It'll be dark here. 7:19 right now. Yeah. I had some excellent. I think one thing that got my weight down lately is another searcher that is not public told me about borax, and borax will kill parasites and it helps with arthritis, and if you ate the amount of salt that would kill you, if you ate that same amount of borax, it wouldn't kill you. It's safer than salt to eat. And it's got a little sweet taste, but it's good stuff. And probably I probably had something from a vaccine or something, or from 20 years ago or something, or 20 last time I had one besides ammonia vaccines and stuff was like 1996. I had a flu vaccine, and from then my health went shit. So that I don't get vaccines, except I get the pneumonia vaccine, and I got the shingles vaccine. So, won't get shingles, and actually, shingles are herpes, so won't get that either. Look at these strawberries are awesome. I'll eat some later. Maybe put them in the fridge. So I'm down to the car and stuff. Okay. Now he said he was going to take it with him. So beyond Tucker Ponds, you keep going down the hill and there's the tunnel. If you're taking it with you, you go past the light at the end of the tunnel. So you go past the light at the end of the tunnel. I skipped over a bunch of, there is so much, there are so many details all along this route that I'm trying to just cover the important ones here. And after you go past the light at the end of the tunnel, and Moses is nigh on the left. And you keep going, and then there's the picnic benches, the 3 picnic benches, which are the 3 marbles. There's so much marble here. I mean, this whole land here, everything in the ground, it's like marble. The Acropolis is a big chunk, one piece of marble that the Parthenon sits on. The Acropolis is the rock. I'm not a vegetarian. I do not agree with the vegetarian thing. It takes like 20 cans of beans to get the protein that you get from a half-pound hamburger. And protein, it reduces swelling and inflammation and stuff. If you don't have enough protein, you swell up and stuff. Yeah, I there have been days here in traveling, it's like I don't have a kitchen here, or I have a little refrigerator, but I don't have any way to cook. Yeah, and I so I sometimes I have one meal a day, one meal, but I'm going to go out after dark. I'm going to go get something to eat because I had a pepperoni pizza about this big, and I was telling my Greek friends down there. I said that um, people were saying, "What are you doing eating Italian food?" I'm like, it's Mediterranean. Pizza's a Mediterranean thing. You know, it's not just Italy. They're known for it, but I did the electrical for some Italians that were at the Ladicio's restaurant in Boulder, and they opened up the another restaurant called Mediterranean, and I did all the electrical on the Mediterranean restaurant in Boulder. If you go in there, all the lights, I wired them. I wired that whole restaurant, the kitchen, everything. I ran all. I did all the wiring for it, and I believe it's still open. And that was like 92. So that was 30 years ago. I did that restaurant. I believe it's still open. I can check online. And you know what? Eggs here are $3.50 a dozen. Yeah, coddling means that they group together. They're all hugging each other. They're all kissing each other's asses. That's what coddling is. That's the middleman and the three-man butt fuck. Medert. Oh, they have some here with that name. Yep, it's still there. Oh, maybe they changed the name of it though. Wow, there it is. Open table, the Mediterranean, Boulder, Colorado, and the pictures. It looks the same. I guess I can share this, huh? Let me see. Oh, it's there. There. Share. Window. Okay. Ooh, this one? Yeah, and then. Yep. And then I got to switch the. So. Yeah, I wired all the lights hanging. This is a restaurant. I did all the lights, and it looks the same. Uh, Same as it did 30 years ago. Really good food. Yeah. Well, when I get back to Colorado, I have to go there and have dinner there again. I brought ex-wife there, and I think another date, a couple of dates there. Hey, redneck, how you doing? Yeah, you ever go to the Mediterranean and Boulder, Redneck? Water diet, okay. Uh, um, my stomach gets a water. I just need something more than water. My um, stomach gets like hungry with water. Water just makes me hungrier. Oh, there's 78 pictures of it. And see, it's the med. But you can look it up. It's opentable.com, the dash Mediterranean. And we're going to go pop. You got to see my live stream page and all the windows I have open at the top of the screen, right? Haven't been there before. Yeah, I did all the electrical there, Redneck. Um, uh, it depends on every place. Depends on where you go. There was a guy named Daddy Bruce that was in Boulder. He had a barbecue shack, and he's an old black guy. Plays piano, and while your food is cooking, he give you piano lessons. I knew him. He's been dead for quite a while, I think. But I knew him back in 2000, and I met him back in the early 90s. Keep the glasses on. They're cool. um, yeah, my cardiologist says I have no blockages in my coronary arteries. Don't have blockages, so I'm doing good there. The only problem I have, my aorta is a little big. It's going to be a fun trip to Delphi tomorrow. I hope. Well, I'll try and get. No, I don't know. I don't know how many people they're picking up where they pick me up. The bus comes by and picks me up like 2 blocks east of here. It's a big luxury tourist bus. Omega 3s. Yeah. Yeah, I had sea bass the other day for dinner. Let me open up that curtain because the clouds in the blue sky look good. Ooh. See that thing is just over bright. It's just too much light. You can't see the clouds in the blue sky. The curtain open. It should be getting dark soon. For fish and olive oil. You know, olive oil was Popeye's lubricant. Her kids, olive oil. We just thought she was a skinny, flat-chested olive oil, but no, it is olive oil is what Popeye put in his hand when he. Morocco. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to Morocco anytime soon. I might not never ever make Morocco. I'm gonna. There are plenty of places still to see in Ireland, Scotland, England, uh, Amsterdam, Netherlands, Germany, France, Spain, Portugal. All those places got to go. If when I after I booked this trip, I thought, and then I was looking into things here and the how long you can come here for 6 months without a visa. So I thought, wow, oh, next time I'm going to go for 6 months. I'm going to bring my dog. I'm going to bring Jack and come out here and ride the train all over Europe for 6 months. And when I get here, buy a tent and a sleeping bag, and you get off the train, get out of town into the sticks, and go camping. I wonder. I haven't looked into actual camping places here. Yeah, I've never been to Ireland yet, but my ancestors came from there. They came from Londonderry and Dublin, and they came from Wigton, Scotland, and Lanark, Scotland, and the West End of London. That's my Weston family. Weston, like you've heard, what's his face talk about Weston Pass. Yeah, that's my grandfather. Never know how to watch Ian Leah Fulham for a while. Where are you now? Yes, I'm in Athens, Greece. So yeah, so next time I take a trip to a foreign country, I'm going to stay for the maximum you can go without a visa. Like Australia, I think it's a visa, but it's fairly easy to get for 1 year. You can go to Australia for a year, and I think I would stay all over the east end of Australia. Go nowhere near Davy. Bring my metal detector. Go find some gold. You got to get a permit and all that, though. Mine were from Northern Ireland, Scotch Irish. Yeah, right. I'm in a book called Immigrants in the Land of Canaan, Irish Immigrants in the Land of Canaan. And my family is in that book. David McGregor and I published his book. Well, he had 7 pamphlets that were sermons, 7 sermons and pamphlets, and I put them all into one book. And in modern English, without the old English script, where the S's look funky and stuff like that. Let me see. The works of Reverend David McGregor. It is Amazon. All right, I'll show you that. Oh, dang it. Why did I do it in another window? I don't want it in another window. I want it right there. Up. Yeah. And let me get my other book up here so I can just switch from one to the other. It is. Share screen again. Window. There we go. There's that's the second book I published. This is the first book I published, and paperback, January 1st, 2019. No, it was 2007 is the date I published it. English. Illustrated edition. What the hell? I don't recall giving them permission to illustrate anything. I don't know. That's odd. But you see, it's got my name, William M. Gorman, author, by Robert. And I. So me and Robert Rogers wrote it, and that's what the Into the Wild Frontier, season 3, episode 6 of Into the Wild Frontier airs May 31st, and I'm in it because of my ancestors, the Rogers Rangers. This book is about Robert Rogers, and it's about North America. He wrote a book about all the colonies, all the colonies before the Revolution and stuff. 1765, he wrote it. Hey, Debbie. I bet it won't let me even preview it, right? That's funny. And I'm the author. Mob rule in New Orleans. Huh? So one used for 1998, 8 new from $19, one collectible from 52.62. One collectible. What the? Let's see what this is. Collectible, good. I'll tell you what, it's no different than the ones that are $19. Unless it's one with my signature in it. I don't know why it says that. Why it's collectible or $52. Somebody, it's like the concert tickets. They jack it up. So $19. And I get 10%. I get $1.90 if you buy that book. And then I have the works of Reverend David McGregor, and that's still $22. So I get $2.20 if I each one of those. And they send me a check 2 or 3 years, get a check for $40. But there's quite a few. It's on Barnes and Noble too. It's on Barnes and Noble, and it's on Abe's Books. It's on all the booksellers have it, you know. But that's my dad on the cover. That's my dad. And I took a picture of the house, and then I Photoshopped, because it was run down and stuff. I made it look like it might have looked back in 1750. The day after I went to this house, the day after I took the picture of the house, they tore it down. Here, works of Reverend William M. Gorman, Heritage Books, 2009. I'm still curious about the one with I didn't authorize anything like that. Anybody to illustrate it. Maybe my friend Gary Zaboli added some illustrations for me. And these are the works of my 6th great-grandfather, Reverend David McGregor, also known as MacGregor or MacGregor, whose father brought his flock of Scotch-Irish immigrants to America in 1718 and settled in a part of New Hampshire called Nutfield, appropriate, which today is known as the town of Derry and Londonderry. So David McGregor, he came with his father, James McGregor, and James McGregor gave the first sermon, the first Presbyterian sermon in America. And so I have, about the introduction. And this is on his gravestone. Memento Mori Esse Moris Indies. Maybe I could have had the translation too. his master dated to give the great reward. Oh man, to those who here flock of Christ regard. The Reverend David McGregor, son of James McGregor. So James McGregor, he was a first cousin of Rob Roy McGregor. So Rob Roy McGregor is a first cousin of mine. There's his gravestone. I've got colored pictures. The book's black and white. There's the picture of the house you see before I made the cover out of it. But the picture, there were ghosts in the picture. Yeah. Works of Reverend David McGregor. Trial of the Spirits. Preface. As the prize ensures both Episcopalian and Presbyterian most happily agreed at the time of the Reformation in the scripture doctrines of the grace, appears by the harmony of their confessions, published in particular the Church of Scotland in 1560, the Church of England in 1562, and the Church of Ireland 1660. So it must be owed that the Presbyterians have generally preserved in a steady adherence to the original doctrines of the Reformation to the present day. Now, my jealous competitors, what books have you written, dudes? What books have you published? So yeah, this is I don't know, I can't remember how 200 something pages. There it is. 196 pages. Close. Oh. So that's those two books I published. I've got 150 pages or something of my Kevin Bacon Sucks, 1 Degree of Separation, and the Search for Forrest Fenn's Treasure. They don't understand. The treasure's gone, the gold's been sold. It's like, so there's nothing left. Oh, what about the cash? The cash is still there. Remember, Forrest was afraid that the person who had it wouldn't be able to sell the gold except over a long period of time. Well, he was helping them out by getting rid of the gold, and it could come along the whatever, but the reward, the end, the final chapter, and I might just disappear, not say a word, and let you all keep just being psychos. not the people watching those other channels. I think I want to eat that strawberry. That looks good. Anybody going live and they talk about I was talking about, wasn't I? That's where I say a major problem most searchers have is comprehension. That means you understood what you were told. And when I see a comment like that, it's like, you don't understand what you've been told here. Because they're not talking about the treasure, they're talking about their delusional thoughts. Yeah, I don't know who Debbie Teal is. Let me see. No, I haven't dated any Debbies for a long time. It's been, let's see, 2012, 2010. Yeah, it's getting pretty close to um, 10 years of celibacy, basically. Because as far as I see, the women out there aren't interested in relationships at all. If they are, they'll fall for some guy like Street, give them the clap. I bet if you looked at his Navy medical record, you'd find he probably treated several times. I know my brother got it twice in over there. Yeah, I think he got it in Thailand and he got it in the Philippines. Seriously, what, Amy? What was that about the the books? You didn't know I had them books? I have another book that's on not Zazzle. It's on Blurb, or it was on Blurb. It was a 3D photo book, and it's going to be fun tomorrow. Go to Delphi. There's a stadium there that's it's like the Olympic Stadium, but only bleachers on one side, kind of. The other side, I think, crumbled and went down the hill. Maybe, I don't know. I want to see that rock that Kronos threw up, and there's a lot of rock. That's a place that has a lot of rocks above the place that would have figures like I find, and I would find what makes it so, why they were attracted to it in the first place. It's got to be the shapes of the rocks. So, yeah, and I think I'm about done here. I didn't get to after Moses and stuff, and the picnic tables and fishing spot is across the highway from the picnic tables. Don't get hit by a Ford Model A while you're crossing the road, and then further down in South Fork at the Hungry Logger. Remember, Forrest was cutting lumberjack, doing logs and stuff, and at the Hungry Logger is the wood sculpture of the lumberjack with the axe. And nobody in the search community has as many confirmations as I have. And they told me that the hand Forrest, that hand thing Forrest was doing, that's an offering. Oh, he told Street, oh, it's just a joke. Yeah. Street believed it. If Street believed it was a joke, the joke was on him. Kronos is Saturn. Oh, yeah, okay. Saturn's rings are the children that he threw up. Jupiter was not eaten by him. Jupiter is larger. Oh, okay. That's good. I think I know who Raven is. Has a Double Blazes shirt, right? There's still, if you want one of my Double Blazes University shirts, they're on Zazzle. Just search for Double Blazes University. But I'm going to sign off and relax and watch a movie or something, and get to sleep early so that I set my alarm. I'm going to set the alarms on. I have an old phone that doesn't have service, but it works on Wi-Fi, and I'll set the alarm on both phones to wake me up so I don't miss the bus to Delphi. Awesome, awesome. And then there's another town I want to go. Is another trip. There are so many places to see here, and it's just crazy. And maybe before I come back next time, I'll figure out what it takes to get an international driver's license. I don't know if you can get that in America or if you got to get it over here. What? But it's ridiculous that they think that Americans need a special driver's license to drive in Europe. That's stupid. That is prejudice. Oh, okay. Yeah, I might look for that. It's on YouTube or something. So I gotta let y'all go. We'll catch you later. Nice hanging out with you. There's the end stream button. Okay. Adios, peace. Oh, triple peace.